We are loaded onto the Rift for game 1 of this excited series. Right, talk to me. How is this early game going to play out?
Well, it looks like they're just gonna do some standard 5-point action. I'm surprised. They could have looked for some type of cheeky play, maybe with the Braum, but again, Senna's kind of a weaker early game, so maybe not. But I would like to see. I think we're going to see Xin Zhao trying to gank this bot lane, trying to get his Jinx ahead. That's what I would like to see. I have the numbers right now.
Yeah, this was really good by Coachless Tyranny. As you saw what they did, they kind of just pushed in that bot wave. So Borgomes had to respond to that sacked wave underneath the turret, otherwise you just lose too much. Can't really contest for that objective. Secure that prior, get that objective. Pretty much impossible to contest for Oversoul Oasis. They get the objective for basically free.
You know, and the grub timer only have one grub starting at 8 minutes. I mean, really, you can contest both.
Yeah, Flag and Drag coming down in the top lane. This could be first blood. 2-man unstoppable force from Raining Wolves, and Rocky arrives into the scene to secure himself first blood. Finally, Coachless Tyranny break the deadlock and get themselves the first kill of the game. The bot side route down onto Romeo as he has to abandon his AD carry downfall. Still has those both summoner spells and still alive, but in the top side, a bot gank for Oversoul Oasis. Wave being chased out by Zelectric. You have to feel for this, Jinx.
Yeah. Able to pick up the Jinx.
The first time we're seeing Hex maybe move down over for a dive. The flash still off cooldown. Flash forward from the Braum. Glacial Fissure underneath that turret. Down goes Downfall, as I think Romeo also probably going to succumb to his enemies. Hex just walking past that turret. Doesn't mind tanking up a bunch of damage. Let's see if the Primordial Burst will come through. Actually doesn't need to, as they get Beats of Warfare. 3 kills down on the bot side. Really nice dive. How now ascending that turret in the mid lane, having to use the Emperor's Divide, get blocked out, didn't push anyone back. Big flash forward by NextCat to finish off the kill with a Primordial Burst. Cage in 3 people stunned underneath the Azir turret, but Meng Hao with that passive secures the kill into the Veigar. Hex now gonna go down. Downfall gets the reset. Lethal tempo stacked. In comes the Malphite coming in soon. Are they gonna go for the tower dive? Unstoppable Force active and available to be used. Oh my God, the super mega death rocket picks up a triple kill as well underneath the turret, as out of nowhere, Coachless Tyranny get themselves ahead in this game.
That was absolutely a massive play. I think, you know, having the combination of the Azir turret there, Malphite roaming down at the correct time, just really big play. Gets Jinx accelerated beyond the Senna in an instant there, and a huge gold swing. I don't even know how much. I think it was probably a 2 or 3k gold swing right there. They're doing these excellent roams to get these number advantages. Oh, hang on.
Getting a stun here down onto Raining Walls. The fight is breaking out massively. Hex does get the Cataclysm onto the Jinx, but the fight already in favor of Coachless Tyranny because they have picked up the first kill of the fight, and the Jinx is just activated, resets, going absolutely ballistic. Great stun there from the Veigar. The Emperor's Divide didn't scoop back anyone. Great spacing here by these 2 carries, but Raining Wolves is a heck of a rock and is just buying so much space. Rift Herald going to get channeled as well. I think the Jinx is driving it all the way down into the bottom side. Cage doesn't tag the Malphite, and now NextCat in the face of Rocky. Still, these carries are doing so much damage. They're yet to hit their full power. Meng Hao and Rocky, and I think realizing we are way too low to be fighting this dragon right now. NextCat looking to chase these members out of the jungle. Just Rocky with the stun on the Cage, and way too deep though. Does pick up the shutdown for Borgomes. I think Meng Hao is going to claim 1 kill. Raining Wolves gets the other. A bit of an overplay from the carries of Oversoul Oasis. I think you just have to take and accept the defeat of the fight, push out some waves, and not go for that. Now Collapse is starting. Glacial Fissure forces the flash out of Downfall. Massive Empress Divide, shoving 2 members underneath their turret, and Borgomes is now going to succumb to his enemies. It's going to be another kill picked up by Coachless Tyranny in the hands of Rocky. Electric chased out over the opposite jungle. Nothing to be picked up here. A flash over the wall is going to send him to safety, but I think Rocky and Romeo are going to chase him out. They definitely want to get the head of the Braum. Going to have to settle with the blue buff, but
They knew they were on the
big
dragon.
knockup. That's a Cataclysm onto Downfall, but the unstoppable force from the Malphite comes in to save the day. Coachless Tyranny, their coordination as a roster looks so on point in these grand finals. They're going to be able to try and push through this mid lane wave. The Grubbers spawning, but Borgamus and Zelectric want something to say about that, but the numbers advantage in favor of Coachless Tyranny. Meng Hao using that shifting sands to jump forward, and now they're being kited back to that bottom turret. A shutdown coming in from Nixcat as he teleports behind and gets the flank successfully. That's one kill. Can he get anything else? Romeo using that W to get away to safety. Rocky and Meng Hao feeling confident to play this one out, summons the turret. I think the jungler of Coachless Tyranny is going to be left as a sacrifice, but Borgamus picks up his 5th kill of the game.
It's kind of the same thing as the Aurelia teleporting in at the last second, just looking awkward like, hey, I'm here, guys. Kind of the same thing happens again. As a 5, they are here to secure the Otacon off the
Yeah,
back
I mean,
of that
I'll be
display.
surprised if this goes over for free. Otacon secured by Oversoul Oasis, but the unstoppable force right onto Nixcat is going to be the focus here. Not quite finished off, as the Dawning Shadow keeps that Veigar alive. Meng Hao possibly looking for a shuffle, but got rooted by the Senna. It's just going to use those soldiers over the wall, pick up the kill onto the Veigar. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Raining Wolf doesn't have any magic resist as a fight breaks out in the top side of the jungle. It's a 3v3, but one that seems to be in favor of Oversoul Oasis because Romeo has to defensively W away. Nice Super Mega Death Rocket onto the Jarvan. Health bars seem to be ticking. The Senna doing so much work to keep their members alive. Overall, no casualties. Everyone just backs off. No one died on bot side either. Seeing a Baron started up here by Coachless Tyranny. They have a lot of objective damage with the Azir Jinx, and it's being like chunked down, but they're going for the fight. Great Empress Divide onto Nixcat, but the flash used defensively. The Crescent Guard activated by Rocky, so doesn't tank up enough damage. Cataclysm locks in 3, but unfortunately also locks in his Veigar into his own doom. There's a jump here. Great use of the Aurelia ultimate from Viella, but unfortunately I don't think he is anywhere near a position where he can 1v4 like that in the enemy backline. Gets finished off by Coachless Tyranny. Zelectric and Borgamus will be able to potentially walk away as Meng Hao and Raining Wolves are looking to chase them out into the jungle here, as I think at some point they will back off and accept that we have won this fight and they can even threaten this next Baron more effectively.
But I think they might be able to get him here.
May cancel the auto attack, so doesn't quite get enough there. Rocky over the wall. Meng Hao tagged. Beautiful teleport from Nixcat. That's a shutdown double kill for Borgamus. 2 shutdowns picked up for the center as Rocky is now running towards the opposite end of his team. Triple kill for Borgamus as the center becomes alive past 100 souls, and you're starting to see the insurmountable onslaught that this scaling is doing to the side of Coachless Tyranny.
He's over and over again, doesn't have to worry, has infinite sustain as well. So, Downfall able to pick up Zelectric with the Super Mega Death Rocket. However, blue team does secure Baron there. So a little bit of a present there for Jinx, but a much bigger win there. Nixcat with the teleport, super clutch.
I want to keep
I
that
think
in
they try
mind.
to jump in and steal here. I don't think they can fight.
No, I think Hex needs to be the hero of the hour. The Malphite's going to do what he can, but Borgamus steps way too far forward as Downfall gets that kill and gets the reset. Super Mega Death Rocket followed up with the damage of Meng Hao on top of Nixcat. Dragon secured as well. And Coachless Tyranny, despite that small hiccup at the Baron, they find themselves again securing a game-winning position after picking up 4 kills in that dragon fight. That Malphite, but into the Aurelia as base check from Hex. This could be detrimental to their opportunity to come back into this game. Flag and Dract has safety, and once again, it's an escape from Oversoul Oasis. Biello looking for the flank, goes with the ultimate down onto Rocky. Empress Divide doesn't tag onto anyone, waiting for that Malphite ultimate. Great Cataclysm down onto Downfall, but the reset comes through. Meng Hao gets that kill onto the Jarvan. Raining Wolves buying some space for his back line. Nixcat flashes forward and finishes off Downfall. with the Primordial Burst, popped into the Zhonya's last minute. Raining Wolves does claim the kill onto that one, but Borgamus still alive, going to be the carry for his team in this fight. Romeo gets that 2-man knock-up onto the key target. Meng Hao shifting sands over the wall. They are still not able to find the kills here. It is a 2-for-1 in favor of Coachless Tyranny. Head over to the Baron, but are they healthy enough to do this?
These fights are insane.
Yeah, I mean,
really good fighting.
It's insane, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Tag on to Romeo. Doesn't find anyone with a knockup. Great stun coming out of Viella, but the quickness has come back off cooldown. Tagged onto the center. Meng Hao goes into a killing spree. Knock up onto 2, but Borgamus is down. The carry for Oversoul Oasis is dead, and it's a double kill for Raining Wolves, as they should be able to just barrel down this mid lane, push through. Unfortunately, they're going for the Elder Dragon, so it won't be quite the end of the game, but my goodness, what a close fight.
I mean, they didn't have the wave. By the time wave gets there, Nyx Cat is up, X's is up. Going for Elder, I think, is the right call. You go Elder, then you go straight Baron, right? I mean,
it's the safe call. It's the, you almost guarantee you win once you get these two objectives, as opposed to, potentially risking you just all die, give shutdowns over to this Veigar. And
right, like they very well could have ended the game, but
yeah,
I mean, this is your safe bet.
Exactly.
Pretty high likely chance that if you get both of these, the game is over. But we'll see if they can close out the game quickly and efficiently.
We will see indeed. The Baron secured by Coachless Tyranny and uncontested this time. Now, over Solo Oasis, we have said 12-2. What a game from Meng Hao. The unstoppable force straight onto Borgamus and Hex. This could just be it. They were done with this game. No more wasting time. Raining Wolves just sends it. A double kill as well.
This is definitely it here, folks.
And as much as this game was neck and neck, I think Raining Wolves just found that center. As we said, misposition an inch, and the enemy team will take a mile. Game 1 gonna get picked up by Coachless Tyranny. It wasn't easy, it wasn't straightforward, but at the end of the day, they get it over the line and get the job done.
Insanely good plays from the mouth.
Yeah, it really did look like that. As we are finally into the Rift, we have loaded into the game for game 2 of this series. 1-0 up, Coachless Tyranny, and for Oversoul Oasis, they need to bite back if they want to not have their opponents be on match point. So, game 2, it's always an important one for momentum. How's this early game going to look like for the junglers?
Well, let's see. I would assume that Hexes... And I would assume that Hexus is going to want to play top to bottom. And I think Rocky is going to do the same, pretty much. I think we're going to see a lot of action bot lane again, and then transfer that into mid, potentially.
Yeah. I'm hoping that there is a lot of action in the bottom side. No, we have heard Romeo, Braum. It's the thing you got to look out for.
It's the move. Yep.
So is he just like? Because I know Brawls are usually quite passive. They kind of just protect their AD carry. Is this guy like a combat Braum or something?
I don't know. I just know that it's his pick. So I'm gonna guess that he's probably pretty aggressive on it. Because I think that is what kind of makes a good Braum, is a Braum that can really get in there. Can play both aggressively and defensively when needed, because if you can hit those Qs and get those stuns off in lane and get some of those early kills, that could be really, really good for this Ashe, this Jarvan as well.
Yeah,
and maybe that was one of the issues for the Jarvan last game, is maybe it just didn't get ahead early.
Want to touch on something interesting. The Ashe is not going lethal tempo and going press the attack instead. What do you think about that?
It sounds like they want to get some early kills to me.
Yeah.
I I don't think it's a huge deal because I think, I don't know. I think lethal tempo isn't as good as it used to be, at least, but I would definitely take it on Ashe for sure. I mean, you're going into Zillion, so I don't know if you really need it, but with the Braum, it looks like they're gonna want to just like kind of burst Senna down. This Braum has Ignite as well, so Ignite as well. Yeah.
Oh my god, as you said, very aggressive cleanse is going to get popped from Borborgamus. Downfall though stepped a little far forward and eats a ton of damage himself. Barrier having to be used. Electric needs to land one more bomb. Doesn't quite tag Downfall with it. And Borborgamus now, no Barrier, stepping forward, gets the proc off the Guardian with the shield. Staying alive, Viella though in the top side, potentially getting solo kill. Flash forward from that Shen. Now Raining Wolves almost getting killed as well. Summoner spells being blown everywhere. Angle.
Right
and
here.
As I said, Rocky arriving at the top side. Great sidestep on the flag and drag, but Viella, no flash, no one nearby. This should just be a kill. I think they're just waiting for some cooldowns and it should just be a dead KO. Gonna get the speed up off the W, but there it is, first blood locked in for the Shen in the top lane.
A lot of play here.
Yeah,
but I recently tried.
Oh my god, that's come all the way down from the bottom side. Enchanted Crystal Arrow onto Hex. That is a dead Poppy. Stand United as well, channeled from Raining Wolves. Borborgamus trying to keep someone alive, but it is just Feats of Warfare secured. Cataclysm forcing the flash out of Nick's cat as well. And a successful topside play. The grubs belong to Coachless Tyranny. They really want this. Flash gets used. Beautiful usage of that. Steadfast presence. Gonna block away the dash from the Braum, but now Borborgamus getting hit down by the Shen and is dead. It's a 1-for-1 for now, as Hex does not want to give this away, but is going to die to Meng Hao, and it's a disaster for Oversoul Oasis. It feels like they forgot that they are playing a scaling team comp and are contesting these early game objectives.
Yeah, they're kind of just, I would feel bad to say, they're kind of just sprinting it around these grubs. Definitely a minor setback, we could say.
It's a minor setback, yeah. Minor setback. I mean, let's review. Okay, hang on. Okay, Raining Wolves got another kill. Okay, let's review. Let's review what just happened. So, they contested grubs, died, respawned, contested the grubs, lost all three of them anyway, and then died again.
Died again. Yeah, that's basically the worst case scenario you could have. We have Romeo Diff coming out in the chat. Moby saying Poppy being the only frontline seems rough. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
they need to play to their comp though. They are a really scaling comp and they're already down pretty hard here.
Oh my god. Yeah, another stun in the bottom lane. Downfall gets his first kill of this game. And wow.
I mean, they need to just be comfortable.
Oh no!
Giving waves.
Onto that kill. God. Okay, does have the flash.
Yep.
Okay. This is big damage from the Xerath and should be able to get a kill onto Rocky. Viella's going to be extremely happy to pick up that kill, but unfortunately, Hex overextends and overplays. That is a 1-for-1 for now. Wait a minute. Flash forward from Zelectric. Okay, hits the blast go Downfall. Going to go down to the Zillion bomb, but it is a 1-for-1 for now. The Shen picks up the kill. Great binding from Meng Hao, who gets one of his own with the final spark.
Just like one of those kind of mistakes.
In all fairness, a game like this, it can be tricky to kind of keep yourself together. It seems a little bit dire, but they are going for a fight. It's deep. The Kale able to DPS quite a lot here. Press the attack. Yeah. Rocked onto one, right to the arcane, chunking out people. Health bars are quite low. Hex flashes forward, gets the stun against the wall, but the combination coming out from Coachless Tyranny is absolutely fantastic. The shutdown does come through for Nick's cat, but at what cost? Because everyone is dead seconds as Viella is respawning. Probably just going to be a dead Xerath underneath that tower. All these kills in contesting these objectives. I might have to keep going because they're just fighting again. The final spark does so much damage out of Meng Hao. Root onto that Xerath in the Hex. very, very low. And as we said, that is not much of a tank, killed down very, very quickly by these Fed members of Coachless Tyranny. Up here, as you can see, the contest of this objective is borderline impossible. No Jareth ultimate from Nick's Cat as it was used earlier on, and I think when a Braum can solo zone out 2 people from the enemy team, it's usually not a good sign. So that Baron probably gonna go over. X though, he's flashed up and he steals it away. The Baron does belong to Oversoul Oasis as he does buy
flash steal.
His team some extra minutes in this game. Amazing flash steal. Nick's Cat flashes away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but Downfall gliding on this Xerath and goes deep, gets the Stand United and picks up the kill. We don't need the Baron because we can just kill off our opponent. The Electric stuck in the Cataclysm. Meng Hao is here as well. Should be a dead Zillion, and whilst 07 Hex steals away the important Baron, at what cost? That was 1 spell.
Yeah, it's just the wallet gap is too big right now.
It's a little low, yeah.
I mean, we do have Baron minions and we have a Kale alive, so there is gonna be time for the team to come back. I don't think this is the end necessarily.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. They are indeed going to attempt it. Viola takes a bunch of damage out of the Lux. That is a great kill ultimate, but Raining Wolves is going to go unstoppable. Final Spark has to get flashed away. 1 Nexus turret is already dead. The next one to follow. That Nexus is now open and exposed. Game 2 belongs to Coachless Tyranny as they go match point in the Grand Finals. We are loaded onto the Rift. It is game 3. And Oversoul Oasis turn this around. Can they get the reverse sweep? We will have to wait and see. As Coachless Tyranny, they are on match point and could close the series out in this game.
Oh, did we do a poll? Can we put the poll out? I don't know.
Oh, hang on. There's a 5-man invade. Nick's Cat landing the Rupture as we just realized it is a Cho'Gath mid lane as he picks up first blood.
The hook, but Borgamus was like... wasn't there, is not following up with the Thresh.
Oh my
able
god,
to pick
it's
up the
another death sentence down on the bot side. Romeo also potentially going to go down.
I mean,
a slither of health. I feel like they need this Jarvan to kind of help them.
Yeah, I would say so.
Wait, solo kill? Potential solo kill. Arcane Storm dropped. Nick's Cat didn't quite get the... Flashes forward right onto a Zelectric. 2-man flag and drag from Rocky. Sets up 1 kill for Meng Hao. Next one probably to follow. Double kill for the Victor. Beautiful taunt coming out of Raining Wolves as Borgamus picks up 1 kill onto Romeo. It's a very intense fight. Cataclysm comes in. Last ditch minute to secure the team fight win. And although Oversoul Oasis put up a good fight, this one is being won by Coachless Tyranny. Oh my god. They're even finding a catch onto Rocky. He steps way too far forward. Cataclysm down onto his Electric as that Shen is arriving into the fight. Teleport being channeled in by the Nico. Pop Blossom is good. It lands onto 3. Picks up the first kill onto Rocky. Bullet Time is doing absolutely diddly squat. It did no damage in that fight. The Shen is going to go down. And Oversoul Oasis outplay their opponents in this objective fight. Flash forward underneath the turret onto Downfall. The Shen Stand United coming through as he gets killed off just in time, but Meng Hao is going to be able to unleash all his damage onto his opponent. So much work being done by the Arcane Storm of the Victor. Pop Blossom hits onto 3, but the Cataclysm gets access into the back line. Meng Hao still staying alive. A double kill for the Victor, and the Shen's going to pick up the pieces. But Borgamus, though, stayed alive in the Cataclysm against Rocky, and it's just gliding against Running Wolves. They need to keep their eyes on Meng Hao. He is still a lethal threat on the Victor. The Ivan doing such a good job at keeping his Ashe alive as, well, the Dragon's up. 1 jungler is alive, 1 isn't, and that is Oversoul Oasis getting them hands onto this objective.
Soul point. And I was about to say, the last few minutes for Rocky have been rocky.
Yeah. Hey. I mean, they haven't been. It's like the questionable positioning on the map. The team fighting is a little interesting there. I feel like you just try to heal for your Victor instead of making some hero play. But Speaking of hero plays, Oversoul Oasis, they have absolutely overstayed their welcome here as big knockup from Nick's cat.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, that misfortune
disappeared. Yep.
Never mind. You have not overstayed your welcome at all. Meng Hao getting chased down here by Baborgamus and is going to finally fall. The Ivan shields keep him alive, and that is sole point for Oversoul Oasis.
This is what they needed to get the pep back in their step. They needed some strong front line.
Oh my god.
Pop Blossom coming through.
Very deep Pop Blossom. Downfall is going to go down. It's a rampage for Viella, but it's traded 1-for-1. A shutdown for the victor. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Oversoul Oasis. A stasis for Meng Hao, but he's definitely going to go down. Electric gets that kill. And wait, they have a Baron and only 2 members alive. It's Rocky and Raising Wolves. No wave clear present for both of these champions. This could just be a push to the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we have Runans on Ashe as well, which is like clear out these minions really quick, probably take these towers down. This might actually be game right here.
This could just be the end of the game. Flash forward from Nyx Cat, waiting for that rupture, gets the knock up into the Shen, but those Nexus towers are exposed. Coachless Tyranny has been a fantastic entity in this series so far, but they make a hiccup on game number 3. Match point is a curse for many attempting to go for the title, and it seems to be Coachless Tyranny are going to drop game 3. They don't complete the sweep as Oversoul Oasis bring us to a series. We are
having
in
a
game.
Sandwich and some beer. So that's where my night's at.
That's the life. It's almost breakfast for me, so that's my life.
Coffee.
Yeah. I do plan on sleeping after this, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are in game. Let's not let our boring lives interfere with such a crazy series.
Yeah, nobody cares about all that.
Yeah, no one cares about us. All right, guys. Oh. All right, listen. Game 4. This is crazy. If we go to game 5, I feel like both these teams will be so tense. Momentum is huge for Oasis. But Coachless Tyranny, I like pieces of their draft. I just hope that they can sync it up in an effective way. Now, looking across the board, you were right. The guard genius, sorry. Maokai is top lane. I'm a little scared
They're always doing these tricky things, man. I mean...
a little scared for the matchup, though, for the Maokai.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any world where Maokai has, like, a good time up there. But, I think that it's theoretically winning if they don't die. You know what I mean? So if they can just chill and not die and feed, I think it is winning for them.
Yeah, it's not that deep, but yeah, I mean it is. It's pretty exciting as we see a first initial gank. Rocky doesn't even want to do his full clear. He's just headed straight into the top lane, very deep, not even going to use the flash, and down it goes the volley bear. And that Trundle jungle that you liked is already working. 3 kills right now. The goal is even. Okay, really nice flank here from Electric. I have no idea how he even got here. Yeah, beautiful. Flash and barrier is still available, but not going to be used. I feel like be active at all times. Count minion waves and everything. Okay, big engage coming down on the bottom side. Pop Blossom going to be used. No level 6 on the Alistar, flashing forward and flashing away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Let's see if Baborgamus can kite away. Nice little run into the bush to deny the vision, and he gets headbutted away. And as we said, this Alistar pick is massive this game, and this fight showed why.
I need CS. So.
Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing another catch here. Electric going to be the one in danger. Hero's entrance coming in to keep him alive. He's done a good job at that, but the teleport very deep. No Stormbringer for the volley bear, and this might just be one of the worst teleports I have seen this series. He TP's in just to die, but look, keep your eyes on Baborgamus. He's doing such a good job at kiting back some of these frontliners. The Galio is deep. The taunt lands onto multiple people. Baborgamus still staying alive, but eventually goes down to the Maokai. Nice light binding onto Nyx Cat, and that should just be a dead Galio. And I think, Coachless Tyranny have found their footing back into this series, and they are starting to win out on these team fights.
Die for his sins right there.
it goes back to your point earlier, right? Of they make some sort of play without the Galio ultimate, and then they die. They made a play without the Volibear ultimate, and it's the same thing. They are repeating another play here in the mid lane, Nature's Grasp onto that Ashe, Meng Hao onto a killing spree. We were questioning the Lux, but he is making it work on this Lux player. What a series this player is having. By 3 people in a world of trouble. Somehow doesn't have a shutdown at 4-1. Bit overkill with the Pop Blossom, but I understand. Probably just want to secure. Didn't finish off the turret though. Now Borgum is getting chased here by the Trundle. He pillars himself off. Daisy has to be summoned. And look who's found the flank. That's a headbutt pulverized down onto Hex and the hero's entrance. Hang on a minute. That Galio's half HP. I don't know if this was the play, as he is going to go down to Rocky. Flash over the wall, and the pillar is good. Hex now trapped and run down by Meng Hao as he goes onto a rampage. And sorry, what on earth were they doing there? What? They were in the enemy jungle. Dragon fight, very difficult. We're seeing a Nature's Grasp being channeled. Pop Blossom, very good. But look at that Lux burst with the final spark, just doing so much damage. It's a 1-for-1 for now as the Alistar's get traded. 1 kill for Borgamus as well. But it just does look like the Sivir is starting to ramp up on the DPS. The Ashe is down, and so much of Oasis's damage no longer exists. And it's a double kill for Downfall Sivir. It's an ace at 19 minutes, and I think this grand finals may have a winner written in the stars. I feel like he didn't really need to pop it then. Chancellor Crystal now down onto the Alistar. Great stun, doesn't have the Unbreakable Will to cleanse away from any CC, but flashes away and does get out to safety. Rocky with a nice little pillar to slow people down.
You need to be careful here of the Nature's Grasp, that's for sure, because they could turn around and grasp them pretty hard. Looks like they might actually just give the dragon, but Oasis wants to look for more, and so does Coach's Tyranny, actually. Just Alistar backing here.
Yeah, Alistar's backing, but there are Hex gates. He can get back into the fight pretty quickly. Maokai still has that ultimate available if he wants to use it. Big chug down onto Hex. The protective tool is down, but Borgamus still untouched in the fight. He is free hitting. So is Meng Hao. So is Downfall. There's a shutdown though, picked up by the Volibear. The Alistar is not here, and members of Oversoul Oasis are flashing forward onto their opponents, and so much damage. And they finally in this game win a team fight. They haven't done so in a long time.
Huge.
But on this potential some point, they do it.
Look at the bonus gold going over to the Galio, going over to the Ashe, going over to the Volibear. I mean, that is what they needed. The gold is basically even. The dragons are even. This game is completely blown open by that, honestly. But the player, I don't think the players know that. I don't think the players know how close the gold is, but the gold is basically even right now.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I mean, it's a tale of two coins. Of one team has been, solid in the objectives, pushing turrets effectively. The other team getting kills, but it's like both teams on pretty much an equal footing here. It's again, we are like 500 gold between these two teams. I feel like we've been in this stage for God knows how long, as they're looking for another play onto the Maokai. Running Waters is up against 3 people. This is a strong push, but again, a lot of resources for a Maokai, and he just doesn't take much damage. Nature's Grasp is going to root everyone down in place. The Nico is rooted, and the fight is now breaking out. Redemption is going to heal back a lot of HP off that Volibear, as Downfall has to run away, kiting back and not doing any more damage into the fight. Rocky is going to go down, so is the Alistar. Borgamus picks one up, and the kill for Nixcat as well. This could just be a Baron take for Oversoul Oasis. It doesn't seem like there's much contest, as Electric is going to spot them out. Pop Blossom looks good onto 2, followed up with the Hero's Entrance. Does so much damage. What a play from the Nico to set this up for the side of Oversoul Oasis. And it's a double kill for the Galio. It's going to follow up with a kill for Borgamus as well, as he goes onto a rampage. The Maokai late to the fight. Triple kill for a Galio. This could be a quadra, and Oversoul Oasis found themselves back in this game. Maokai's balancer picks one up for himself. Please don't live. Like, no offense. Like, what?
Did you see that healing off of that? That was crazy.
Yeah,
he's just like not killable.
Is he gonna kill him? Well, I mean,
This is just a wet noodle fight right here.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a wet noodle fight. I think Nick's Cat has come in here to just back up his jungler. I mean, all they got to do is just make sure he doesn't get the base off and just keep him occupied as Inhibitor goes down in the mid lane.
We have everyone coming up though. They're all just gonna collapse on Raining Wolves.
Yeah, Raining Wolves probably gonna go down.
That was a goofy arrow. I am sorry. What was that arrow? Totally unneeded. I mean, to be fair, it is like a 35-second cooldown. So by the time they base and get back on the map, yeah, sure.
Okay, I don't know if this was on purpose, but by delaying this kill, like, Coachless Tyranny are completely off tempo. They have to wait 40 seconds for their Maokai to come back into the game. So I don't know if it was on purpose, but if it was, that's like some high level macro.
I think it was not horrible, because again, like, now Trundle's able to get the red, able to push out waves, so it was a tempo sync for them, but it was also a tempo sync for Oasis.
Yeah, that is fair. I will say now though, control over the Baron area is controlled by Oversoul Oasis. As wow, this is such a close game. For the first time, we're seeing the gold really sitting in the side of Oversoul Oasis. They are comfortably in the gold lead.
I think Tyranny gives Baron and pushes bot here.
Yeah, they have sent the Maokai down into bot side without teleport, so that is an indicator that they are giving over this objective. That should be the one.
But look, they're all sitting there looking like they want to try to test.
Oh no. Downfall, you did this in the last objective, and he's just walking in once again. Electric, I think he started to realize that they are disrespecting his bush control, and it's another walk up to a unwarded bush, leading to a Nico Pop Blossom into a death.
Wow. I mean, I think this might be it, but this looks like a completely different team that we've seen.
It's a completely different team with a completely different setup. They're looking for the end of the game. The Galio is going to go forward with the taunt. That's a kill for Borgamus as the Daisy is going to go down, and the Lux just does no damage. It's a double kill for the Ashe. Two people just have to retreat all the way to the base. As please, producer, queue up the Silver Stripes, because we are headed to a game 5.
Wow. I mean, this is scripted, man. This I'm telling you. So crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy pick. As we are loaded into the Rift, it is game 5, match point for both teams. No more second chances. Whoever wins this one goes on to become the champions. And wow, it's an exciting one. We both are split on the desk on who's going to win this one. Predictions don't seem too split.
Looking for some early kills, maybe.
Whoa, big damage down in the mid lane. Meng Hao is getting solo killed. It's going to be traded, sadly. And I hate the fact that they removed First Blood, because Nyx Cat should be favored in this trade. But instead, you're not. And it's an equal trade. This is mid laner alive.
I love Frost Rune on Ali here. Green Tree overrated lately.
Oh, wait, hang on. We're seeing a fight towards Lilia. Yo, Lilia does not want to fight early doors. You see how weak she can be, but someone who isn't weak is Borgamus on the Varus. Rocky is now in danger. Flag and drag towards the turret. The E didn't tag onto the Jarvan. Does have that bailout, and he's going to... Oh, no! He got the kill before the bailout. And Downfall actually trades positively because the kill went over to the Renata.
Wow. Did he? I guess just cooldowns. I thought Varus for sure was going to queue Jarvan there.
Yeah.
Borgamus is down the kill, but up on some CS on the Ashe.
Oh,
and we have a caught.
Yeah, it's Electric getting caught out here. Bailout not going to do enough as it's feats of warfare. But Borgamus winning the 1v1 on the bottom side. Solo Bolo indeed. But it should be grubs for Coachless Tyranny. It's such a close game. On the Lilia, great taunt dodged away though by this Gwen. Lilting Lullaby, it's so much damage. Beautiful flash to dodge away from the damage of the Cataclysm. No passive out of the Galio, but now Hex is in danger. Nice Q from Raining Wolves.
Maybe bail the Gwen out, but...
Ooh, Chain of Corruption down on the bottom
Passive.
side. Nice little headbutt there from Romeo to try and keep Downfall alive. Level 6 available for the... Oh my god, he didn't even use it. And Chance Crystal Arrow used by Downfall as well. Not enough to keep his support alive. That is, I'm assuming, what is making these trades easy. Rocky going for a gank in the bottom side. Chain of Corruption landing onto the Ashe. That's a really nice hostile takeover. Hex is here. There's Cataclysm down into the Varus. Lilting Lullaby is going to sleep that Jarvan away. Romeo tanks up so much damage and knock up onto Borborgary as I don't think there's enough damage from the blue team coming out. Borborgamus goes onto a killing spree as a 3v3 being won by Oasis in the bottom side. Made me eat my words completely, and it's played a fantastic early game. Downfall, that pathing is making me scratch my head, and it's another solo kill. And again, it's like, could we not have just walked around? Was that so difficult? Instead, he takes the risky route, and it's two solo kills. How often do you see that in AD carry? Topside doing well. The good thing about Ashe is you can always be useful with utility, and this is a really nice setup. Borborgamus is going to trade this one back with the ultimate. Nice headbutt there from Romeo, and this should just be a dead Varus. 300 gold shutdown to be picked up here, and they give it over to the Jarvan. That's a lot of gold that's been just picked up by Coachless Tyranny.
I like this a lot.
This is good, but Cataclysm down into the bottom side. Really nice combo with the Shockwave as well. Big chunk of damage down onto this Varus, and the bailout not enough. Meng Hao gets his second kill of the game, and I think Coachless Tyranny have started to found their footing with the combination. Alistair's going to get the stun off. It's a double kill for the Orianna, but nice trade here for Oversoul Oasis because they get two turrets in the mid lane. We'll have to see. There actually is a crazy fight happening here. And the Dragon, the Shockwave, doesn't pull in as many members as they can. Viella gets a kill on the top lane as well, as it's all crumbling for Coachless Tyranny. A double kill for this Varus. The Jarvan. There's one MR item on the Galio. That's the craziest thing to me. Like, okay, we're looking for a play onto the Cassio here. Nixcat should be going down. Give the shutdown over to the Jarvan. Not the best target, but it's a good play. Give over the Artican. Yeah. I don't know how much this can do. Could be looking for a play onto Viella here. All the needlework stacks are gone. And, well, this is a really nice pickup. They make that catch onto the Cassio, and it's another shutdown picked up this time by Meng Hao. So,
I think both teams are doing the best they can in this situation.
yeah, taunt down into the bottom side, and Chance Crystal Arrow not going to find its target as Raining Wolves just gets shredded through. We're looking at a play towards the top side. Meng Hao getting jumped on by this Cassio. Shockwave being used, and now Nixcat. Ooh, this is a very precarious situation for the Cassio. Gonna get killed in the side lane. Another death for this Cassiopeia, and okay, Hero's Entrance going to be used in the mid lane to protect this Alistair. Borgman is having to flash defensively. This could be a trade kill. The Alistair flashes defensively as everyone is dropping to low health bars, but no one quite dying. Rocky going onto a killing spree, and Oversoul Oasis, their momentum is going to get stopped here with two deaths, one in top and one in mid lane. Don't think this should be contested. Meng Hao gets tagged with the bowling ball. They jump over and they steal away the soul. And it looks like a fight is going to break out. Shockwave is big as well. Flag and drag looks good. In comes the Galio. But no one is tanky enough because no one is building magic resist. Everyone is refusing to stack the one resistance against the only damage type that the opposition have. It's a triple kill for the Varus. As 17 kills to 12, they find themselves in a very comfortable lead after an ace. I have to emphasize my point, and I hope I'm not being too... okay, yeah, he's just going to get one shot, because he's got no MR, and Borgomus is going to go godlike. Cataclysm, nice shockwave combo, but it just doesn't do enough. As he said, there's not enough damage. Borgomus is going to go down, but I think, ladies and gentlemen, we have found ourselves a champion, the winner of this league. They're gonna make this last push into the base. It's only the Jarvan alive, this could be the end of the series.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything that Coachless Tyranny can do at this point. They are knocking on the door. We're gonna see mid inhibitor, bottom. I think all the turrets and all the inhibitors are going down right now. And Baron minions. They might have one last Hail Mary.
Yeah, they could do, but I mean, all these fights have looked so one-sided.
Yep.
I'm
surprised Oversoul Oasis didn't just finish their task.
Yeah, I wanted Abyssal Mask. I wanted Koenig Rücken as well. They're looking for a combo here. It's only going to land onto the Renata. Yeah, here's entrance coming through. Hostile takeover is massive from this Renata as it just tags onto everyone. But Borgemus is going to finish off Raining Wolves, and the rest of Coachless Tyranny drop like flies. Oversoul Oasis, sit on the throne, claim your crown. You are the champions of this league, as they finish a reverse sweep in the 5th game of this series.
Wow. Amazing. You love to see that. The turn, the silver scrapes, the reverse sweep. That is good stuff.